Hello, and today we are looking at the Gemini MACS U.S. Air Force Boeing C-17 Globemaster 3 in 1/400 scale. And as you can see, this model comes packaged in this really nice little presentation box here, which has the classic metal grey look of the Gemini MACS boxes. And looking at the front of this box here, you can see an image of the plane. Now this is identical to the plane found inside, so you can have a quick look at it now. So we'll be seeing these details on the model itself. Here you can see it says Charlotte. Now this is the Air Force base that this particular plane is located at. As you can see, it's also the tail there. Of course, the model of the plane, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster 3. Now if we turn the box over to the back, you can see another image of the plane, this time from the other side, as well as some information here about what a Gemini jet is, or in this case, a Gemini MACS. Moving back to the front of the box, you can see here, it says, look inside. Now, if we open up the lid, you can see the plane inside the box without having to get it out. So you can have it really nicely on display, like this if you so chose. You don't have to get it out of the box to have it as a nice little display piece. But also you can if you wanted to. And then also here on the lid, we have some information about the Boeing C-17 Globemaster, such as a little history of the plane on this top section here. And then down here, we have some specification information, such as length, height, and wingspan of a real Boeing C-17. And then over here, some other information you may like to know, such as its range, cruising speed, and max takeoff weight, and other things of that nature. Now let's open up the box and have a look at the model itself. You can see it comes packaged with these two pieces of plastic here. Just take the top off like so. And there you have it. The Boeing C-17 Globemaster 3 in 1/400 scale. Actually, there's a really nice, highly detailed die-cast metal model. Now let's look at some of the attention to detail on this plane. Starting with the wings, you can see the 4 engines on them, mounted very nicely, really detailed. You can see turbines inside. Sticking with the wings here, you can see the flaps and the ailerons on them really nicely, as well as we've got nice detailed wingtips. This is the same on both wings, as you can see. Moving to the underside of the wings, you can see the level of detail remains true. And also, we've got some very nice landing gear. And as you can see, the big cases where the landing gear obviously comes out of, which in a real one, when it flies, these would close over on it. And then moving to the back, still on the underside, you can see here the landing ramp, so things can get in and out of the plane. As this is a big transport plane, you need a big ramp so the big things can get into it. As you can see here, we've got a little hole, and this is for a display stand, if you had one, to make it a really nice little display piece of this model. Now, moving on to the rear of the plane with the tail. You can see we have a nice T-tail on it. See from the characteristic shape of it being a T, rather than the horizontal stabilizer being further down. And on the horizontal and vertical stabilizers, you can see the rudders, see these lines, and elevators on them, which is really nice. There's some nice detailed livery stuff, which we'll get into in a sec. Let's have a look at the plane from the other side, just to show this level of detail is all across. Overall, it's looking really, really nice. Let's go into a bit about the visual details of it now, such as you can see the standard military grey livery on it, looking really nice. As you can see, it has U.S. Air Force printing on it all over, such as here. We've got U.S. Air Force. U.S.A.F. here. We've got the symbol of the into focus. The symbol of the U.S. Air Force. Again, U.S. Air Force written again, and on the underside of the wings as well. Now, if we look at some closer things, moving back here, get into focus. See an American flag, further cementing this is an American plane. Charlotte, once again, which is the air base that this plane is based at. And 21107, which is its fleet number. Now if we come to the front here, you can see it says 145, the 145th AW. It's the air wing that this plane is a part of. It's got really nice attention to detail. So you could see all of it has gone to make this plane as accurate as physically possible. It's looking really, really nice. Now let's get into a little bit about the Globemaster itself, or the C-17. Now the Boeing C-17 Globemaster is a large military transport aircraft, and it began production all the way back in 1991, and it ended production in 2015, and they entered full service with the United States Air Force in 1995. And they are commonly used to carry out strategic airlift missions, such as the transport of troops or cargo, such as weapons and stuff, but can also carry out other missions, such as airdrops and medical evacuations. Now you can see it's quite a large plane, so a large transport aircraft, and is able to carry large items such as like an M1 Abrams main battle tank, or a large number of personnel, such as being able to carry up to 102 paratroopers and all their equipment. So this thing is really, really big, able to transport a lot of heavy duty stuff. Now going on to the actual plane itself, it has a registration of 021107. As you can see, we've got the 1107 written here, and this is part of the 145th Air Wing. As you can see, once again, it does say 145th Air Wing here, and is part of the North Carolina Air National Guard. And on the tail here, on the vertical stabilizer, you can see ANG, standing clearly for Air National Guard. And once again, it is located at the Charlotte Air National Guard base. Really just showing that this plane, where it is, where it's from, its fleet number, and the air wing on it. So all the information about this plane is actually written on this plane. And to this day, this plane remains active. So you may, in the event of emergency, see this plane around carrying out its missions. Now, physically, this model itself has a wingspan of about 12.9 centimeters or 5.1 inches. And is about 13.2 centimeters long or 5.2 inches long. So overall, it's a really, really nice piece, highly detailed, great little display piece for anyone who maybe has flown in one of these, a fan of military aviation, or just large planes in general. It's a really, really nice, highly detailed model, and it's just great for anyone who is a fan of just general aviation, military aviation, maybe has seen one of these planes. It's really, really good, and it is available now from modelcorner.co.uk.